Hello, I am Minako, your navigator. Thank you for taking a look at Cloma Vision 2.0. We at Cloma bring together the technologies developed by Japanese industry and collaborate with both the public and private sectors to create a social system aimed at reducing plastic waste to zero and sharing this vision with the world. This diagram represents our resource recycling system for building a sustainable society. In this video, I will explain this diagram in a simple and easy-to-follow way. The starting point is the awareness as consumers. Sustainability starts with each and every one of us taking a fresh look at it. In addition to the familiar 3 R's, there is much more that can do, including renewable materials, repair, refill, returnable systems, and sharing. Before disposing of them, why not take a moment to think once more about what happens to the things you take for granted around you? Even so, a large amount of waste is generated every day. In particular, plastics are what we focus on, and because there are so many different types, sorting them is extremely challenging. That's why advanced sorting technology and a shift in our awareness are essential. Mix them, and they become waste. Separate them, and they become resources. This is a field we must continue to advance together. Of the sorted plastic waste, high-quality materials are crushed, cleaned, and molded to be reused in plastic products. This process is called material recycling. Other materials, such as composite materials and multi-layer films, that cannot be processed through sorting technology alone are chemically broken down and converted into raw materials for chemical products. Waste plastics are broken down at the molecular level and transformed into oil and gas. This process is known as chemical recycling. The recycled raw materials are then turned back into products and returned to us. This has been the standard plastic recycling cycle up until now. To further expand the recycling system, manufacturers need to shift towards materials that are easier to recycle and product designs that are easier to sort, starting from the design and manufacturing stage. The key to successful resource recycling lies in the continuous efforts of everyone involved in the production, use, disposal, and collection of plastics. Biodegradation is a term we often hear these days. It refers to the process by which microorganisms break down materials into carbon dioxide and water, allowing them to return to nature. Natural materials like cotton are highly biodegradable, whereas petroleum-based plastics take much longer to decompose. For example, a plastic bottle is said to take around 450 years to fully break down. In other words, it places a heavy burden on the environment. To address this issue, certain plastics have been modified to be more biodegradable, and these are known as biodegradable plastics. However, further technological improvements are needed to ensure stable strength and cost, and not all biodegradable plastics are fully decomposed. It is important to use them wisely, depending on their application. For example, in outdoor settings where collection is particularly difficult. Now, let's take a closer look at carbon dioxide, which has been gaining a lot of attention. Carbon dioxide is known as one of the main causes of global warming, and efforts to reduce carbon emissions are increasing. However, it exists everywhere human activity takes place. Strictly speaking, carbon itself neither increases nor decreases on Earth. The total amount remains constant, but depending on chemical reactions, it can be transformed into something either harmful or beneficial. For example, instead of releasing carbon dioxide from incinerators and factories into the atmosphere, new technologies enable us to capture it through high-concentration collection systems. CCUS is the movement to collect carbon dioxide directly from the air, and either convert it into useful chemicals and products or store it safely underground. The captured carbon dioxide is used as a resource to promote crop growth or as a raw material for chemical products. We call a new plastics as CN plastics, or carbon-neutral plastics, which are produced by carbon-neutral raw materials, electricity, and heat that reduce overall greenhouse gas emissions to net zero. As you probably know, forests cover 70% of Japan's land area. They absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere while also providing us with many benefits. Our planet naturally has an incredible resource circulation system. Biomass, or biogenic resources, is about making good use of this system. Paper and other natural materials are well-known examples of biomass materials. However, there are still many biomass resources around us that remain underutilized. Rather than relying on fossil fuels, we should make better use of biogenic resources from now on. Japan, with its limited resources, frequent natural disasters, and small land area, has worshipped nature and cultivated an environmentally sustainable ecosystem within its culture long before environmental issues became a global concern. As a people who have long preserved this culture, we believe Japan should take the lead in developing a social system that aims for zero plastic waste. In other words, we believe the Japan model has something valuable to share with the world. And our efforts will continue to evolve. So, what do you think? Why not join us in creating a sustainable society for clean oceans and a richer way of life?